Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming, and today we have another Uncharted 4 A Thief's End video for you. This one happens to be for Chapter 7, Lights Out. We are going to pick up a couple of bonus trophies, which these are just, easily obtained. One is for getting 20 headshots, so that'll come over time, and the other one, Stealth First, Ask Questions Later, is for taking out your first 5 stealthy enemies. Now, as you can see on the right, for collectibles, we are only going to get the 3 weapons found in this level. We do have a little mini Uzi, we have a shotgun, and we have an assault rifle we're going to use. And but first, we actually have some spelunking to do to get our way up and over and through this courtyard. So we're going to follow Sam's orders here, and we're going to take Nathan and go up and around, and, well, we're going to jump over and down. There's actually quite a bit of stuff we need to do. And hey, if you guys have a necessity to get through this quickly, feel free to use the quick links down below in the video description, which they should all be appropriately marked with the name of each weapon. Now there is, if you play on a higher difficulty, we are playing on the medium difficulty. If you play on the hardest, crushing, there is also an opportunity to get a 4th weapon, but we're going to play it by ear for now, and hopefully we'll get an opportunity to get that 4th weapon somewhere else in another level on the easier difficulty. But yeah, so what we're doing here is we're just simply avoiding all of the spotlights. And in fact, it gave us a little tutorial on the enemies being engaged or aware, I guess, of where we are. And you can see there, that one lit up when I grabbed him and tossed him off the edge, but luckily for us, we tossed him a lot quicker than he could respond to any of the bad guys. So there you can see, I've actually been spotted. Oh no! But the reality of it is, this game is designed so that you can take cover and hide and then regain your stealthiness. So in this particular case, I had a guy way up top looking right down on me, and I didn't realize that at first. So it took me a second to find some good cover, and it's going to take a couple of seconds for his meter to go away, which, oddly enough, there's no meters showing at all right now, but that's weird. But so there's kind of a perfect route to go here, and I don't think we got it. I think we botched that along the way, but we're gonna do our best from here on out. And I believe here in a second, I actually take the wrong way, and the game hints at where we need to go. So you can see here, if spotted, run and climb, unseen to drop back into stealth. So basically, it just suggests that you just take off and try to ditch these guys. But in our case, we're kind of pinned here. I wasn't exactly sure what to do. And again, if you've already made it through this and you're wanting to just get to those weapons, feel free to use those quick links down below. All right, so you can see I went the wrong way. It's hinting at me. I should have gone up and over instead of down and out. So I'm going to go back up, and then I'm going to go over. Ready? Wait for it. I'm going to dodge this. And hey, I apologize too if I sound a little nasally. That's actually been the reason why you haven't seen any videos if you're watching these as they release. I have actually been really sick for the last few days, and you probably wouldn't have even been able to recognize my voice. I'm still a little bit off. I talked to a couple of my buddies today, and I told them, I'm feeling better. I sound great. And they laughed at me and said, no, you don't. You do not sound great, sir. You sound very sick and nasally. But I'm trying to pretend like I'm not sick anymore because I got things to do. I got videos to get out, and I got other things in real life I got to take care of as well. But, oh, there's another notification there letting us know that we can use those quick links down below. Ooh, this is one of my favorite parts. So this is kind of a new addition to Uncharted. I don't remember there being tall grass in any of the earlier versions of the game. You could certainly stealth attack by walking up or grabbing a guy off the ledge. But like I said, there is a bonus trophy in this video for attacking 5 guys with the stealth attack. So this grassy area here is certainly good pickings for these bad guys, but there's only a couple of them. So we knock out those 2, and now we're kind of looking around like, which way do we go? Which way do we go? But usually when we can tell there's something to climb on, or if there's something out of place that we can stand on to get up higher, that's usually a good indicator of where we need to go. In this case, we actually got a verbal cue saying, I got to get higher. And he didn't have a joint to smoke, so he's actually going to higher ground. Sorry, boys and girls, if you're of the younger nature, but this is a mature game, so we're assuming this is a mature audience. And all right. All right, so we're ducking and covering over here, and essentially we're just making our way up as high as we can. And yeah, look at this. We're almost to the very top of the rooftops. And we got a nice little hint there telling us that's where we need to go. It's some sort of a control tower or security room, I believe, is what it's really labeled as. But, yeah, so here in a second, we're going to climb into this room, and it's actually going to cue one of our first cutscenes. Now, if you haven't figured it out already, we have sped this video up just ever so slightly. I mean, just a very minute amount, but we did it to hopefully get through this a little bit faster and easier. And, oh, Nadine, well, hello there. And, oh, we've kind of gone through and sped that up, but there is kind of a crucial moment at the end of this cutscene where you had to press square, and you think you get the best of her, but she tosses your ass out the window. And now we're hanging on for dear life. And luckily for us, there's these weird twirly poles attached here, and we're going to use these to get all the way over to this ledge on the wall, and we can get up to safety here and keep on keeping on. So we're still, I don't know, probably a good minute or so out from the first collectible. So again, if you're just hanging out, watching the video, awesome, welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Hopefully my nasally drone isn't scaring you off. And if you're here for the collectibles, make sure you use those quick links. All right, we're just making our way around. This gets a little bit sketchy here, and we almost plummet to our doom. But luckily for us, we got good hands. We must be with Allstate. And we're going to go ahead and jump up and over and get to this crazy awesome medallion-looking thing, which does not hold our weight very well. And unfortunately, it drops and actually gets the attention of a handful of bad guys. But Sam comes to our aid. And looks like he's got aim like us. And clearly, we have a future opportunity to be a stormtrooper. Our aim's not so good. Oh, look at that. Boom. Headshot. Little FPS Doug for you there. But yeah, that's one of my only good shots I have of the game. I'm glad. I actually cut out a bunch of this fight scene at the end of this video because I was just not very good with the aim. And we get to experience that here in a little bit. So we all get to make fun of me and my lack of these third-person shooter skills. Now, I gotta be honest, Uncharted has always been a little bit clunky for me in the shooting mechanics. Like, I love everything else. Like, you know, other games like, you know, treasure hunting games such as, like, Tomb Raider, things like that. I've always had an issue with the cameras in the game. Like, the mechanics for the game have always been all right, but the camera has always been a nuisance. And, you know, I gotta admit, I don't really run into a camera issue in this game, but I certainly run into a little bit of an issue with the mechanics being a little bit too jumpy or touchy. And then, you know, I bump them down and the sensitivity or whatever, and it just almost makes it worse. And I speed it up, and it surely makes it worse. So anyhow, we're getting some boom headshots in there, and I'm a little confused here. I'm like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? But again, when in doubt, look for that oddball place of, you know, that you could stand on and climb on. In that case, it was that weird little planter box on the edge there. And speaking of planter boxes, there's a giant one up here that's kind of like a backyard. Somebody needs to mow their yard. And yeah, okay, we're in the grass. We got a couple of bad guys. Now, be smarter than these bad guys. As soon as you crouch into this grass, they cannot see you. So you're already at an advantage there. But make sure that when you're taking these guys out, that the other guys don't have a line of sight on you. Like, as you can tell, I waited for that one guy to kind of look the other way before I jumped the one guy. And look at that, booyakashow. I have officially taken out 5 guys with the stealth mode, and look at that, stealth first, ask questions later trophy. Booyah kashow. And all right, so that one's good. You know, to be honest with you, we do get the headshot trophy, the first one for getting the first 20 headshots, but I'm not 100% sure that's included in this video. I honestly think that it might have been part of the cut scene, or the cut removed scene. That's what I was trying to say. Woohoo! A little bit of wordplay there. But yeah, later in that, I remember I was saying that I deleted some of the gunplay later because I was just doing terrible. Well, that might actually have been where that trophy, but we'll have to wait and see. I did the editing, but to be honest with you, it's a long story. I made a mistake recording and didn't hit stop, and then it recorded for like 4 hours, so I had this giant clip, and my system was having a hard time bogging it, and anyways, bogging it. I made up a new word there. I meant it was bogging it down, but I used it inappropriately. I'm still sick, leave me alone. But hey, look at this. Fozza! We got the first weapon as noted down below in the bottom left. Now keep in mind too, for this, I accidentally all the weapons trophy, you only need to shoot each of the weapons. Now there's a couple of other ones like the dynamite and the propane tank that you actually need to get a kill with, but you simply just need to shoot each of these guns once. Fire a bullet into the sky and it should count for you. Now, in our case, we're actually taking advantage of this kind of a semi-automatic Uzi here, and it's putting in work for us. And you know, we're learning too that, again, my aiming skills are not so good. But now they're throwing grenades at us, and boy, there's a whole bunch of these bad guys. So I, of course, resort to the stealth attacks, and that's going to not only add up for later trophies, but it's also going to take out the threats that are immediately of danger to us. So, all right, one of those weapons down, and 2 more to go. Again, we got quick links down below if you're in a hurry to get to those. And, ooh, boom, headshot. All right, come on, Drake, we gotta hurry. Pull out your knife. Everybody knows you run faster with your knife out. Speaking of which, hey, any of you Pure Ownage fans out there, have you guys checked out the new movie? They just put out the movie, and it was pretty awesome. I bought it, watched it day one, and shared it with the wife. She thinks I'm crazy because I absolutely love Jeff and Jared. But anyways, moving along, we have jumped from one building rooftop to another, and we find ourselves in this little courtyard with lots of grass. And wait a minute, more bad guys. Actually, there's this cart that we really need to focus on. And if you make your all the way around to the back here, you can actually find a little handle and an icon with the triangle button, which you can go ahead and press and push it into place here. And check it out. As soon as you do, the bad guys show up. So watch out for that stealth meter, or I guess it's the awareness meter. And again, remember, you want to make sure that you're smarter than these bad guys. So wait for the first guy to walk by, and then take advantage of this second guy while he is, the first guy's not looking. Of course, now there's a guy up above us too, which I was unaware of. And of course, I've alerted him, but as long as we stay in this grassy area, they can't see us, and that meter will eventually wear down. So in this particular case, there's no trophy for stealthing through this area and not being seen or not killing anybody. Kind of like there is in the next level. In the next level, there is one for ghosting our way through this whole area. And it's pretty difficult, but I think we're going to make our way through it and hopefully guide you through it. And if we don't do it in the actual video for the weapons and kind of the walkthrough for the collectibles, we'll definitely do a separate video for it and come back and do it later. So it's just that next level is super long. I haven't played it yet, but it's super long. I've already got all the intel, and I already know what's going on and what I need to do. In fact, I watched my son Reese play it on his playthrough, and it's a long level. So I'm hoping I can get through it and knock that all out in one swoop for you guys. Speaking of swoop, whoa! Watch out. Oh, wait for it. All right. So this scene right here is kind of important. If you just sit right here and wait behind this wooden, I don't know if it's more of like a display case. There's a bunch of guys shooting at you from a distance, but more importantly, there's a guy coming up on your left. Watch out. Go ahead and take him out, and you'll notice he actually drops the Spezzotti, which is the shotgun of this level. So we're going to go ahead and grab this. I'm not sure you can get this gun anywhere else. I could be wrong on that. This could be something that you can find scattered throughout multiple levels, but I'm pretty sure one of these weapons was specific to this area. So, oh no, you know what it is? It's the automatic rifle that we get next. But hey, this gun is pretty sweet for no-look shots around the corner. I'll be honest. We prove that here in a second. Here, I go up around this corner, hop into this room up here, and then I pull the old no-looker right here. Double whammy. Ready? Ka-chee, ka-chee. Oh, man down. Now, speaking of which, these guys that you're taking off in the background, once you have this shotgun, it's important that you focus on taking those guys down and then picking up their weapons, because they actually have the third and final weapon of this area. So, like I said before, there is another weapon available in the crushing mode, but we're not playing crushing, so we weren't able to get that right now. But we'll certainly either come back later and show you in one final video to get, because there are a couple of items that appear to only be available in the crushing mode. So if we find ourselves that we get through the whole game in this mediocre mode and we don't have those, we'll come back and we'll get those in a special video. So it looks like it's called the Condor. At least that's what my notes say here. So if you've already got the Condor, good for you. If you played Crushing and you found it, awesome. Feel free to leave a note down below too and let us know exactly where it is, or maybe if you ran into it somewhere else. Otherwise, you're good to go on this level. You could actually move on to the next video, which as of this point has not even been recorded yet, but hopefully it'll be done by the end of the day and up for your viewing pleasure. And all right, so like I said, my aim is not so good in this game, and yeah, make sure you fire off at least one bullet with each of these weapons before moving on. It looks like there's a whole pile of stuff. The Spezzotti's there, the Fozzy's there. Fozzie Bear? Wait, what? I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, we also got the XCR, which is that automatic rifle. And I think this is actually the area where I get my trophy for the headshots. This is actually quite an intense battle here. And if I'm being honest, I think you can actually run all the way to the end of this area, and Sully rolls up in a car, and you can hop in the car. But honestly, I'm not sure. You might have to take all these bad guys out. I have heard that there are some areas you can run through, while others you have to take the guys out. But we'll find out more information on that and let you know when we're talking about the old speedrun trophy for beating this whole game in under 6 hours. Yeah, that's craziness, right? But all right, Sully has pulled up. We have made our way inside the vehicle. The final cutscene rolls out and takes us to the next level, which we haven't played yet. So, that's going to wrap it up for Uncharted 4 Chapter 7 Lights Out, where we did get all 3 of the weapons. There was no treasures, no journal entries, no journal notes, no optional conversations, just the 3 weapons. We should have those all notated down below in the video description. And hey, speaking of which, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and we'll go ahead and get to you. Or head on over to Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below, because that's what we do. And of course, HappyThumbsGaming.com is available for your viewing pleasure as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. As for me, like I said, I've been sick. I got some catch up to do, so I'm going to go try to play this level. As always, until next time. My aim no good. So,